chalice smells sweeter than roses. This is my 3 months baby now. More ancient than Mary, I'm the mother of Moses. I got to bless up the tree now. I got to bless up the tree now. Sing a song of love, my ganja baby now.
Greetings and good day. I desire Rastafari. This is the Lion Dance Lion of Lion Dance Art and Culture. So long I promised to make a instructional video of the good herb and the chalice. Good herb seems to be harder and harder to access in these things, but we work with what we have. So here we have some fresh green herb on the left and some older brown herb on the right. So different ways to deal with each one. The fresh herb, of course, may need a little less attention or doctoring. And though many of you have grinders, which would eliminate the need to do what I'm doing. But originally we used like a small knife or a scissor to cut it up to a level, Let me take a moment. So within that, here was the elder brethren Ras Trevor from Jamaica, who really give out the heights of the chalice more than any other elder or brethren, I would say. As for really like preparing the herb for higher heights, different to just a smoke. So, alright, so in any case, you cut it up to the level that you need it cut. Same thing with the green herb, cut it up to the level that you, I usually like kind of fine, sometimes like leave a whole bud or two in there to like slow down the burning process if you don't want it to burn away too fast. I myself, I use the natural funter both in my spliffs and chalices. It is a very good digestive aid for one thing, but at the same time it is also a blood thinner. So for people who need their blood thin, that's fine, but if people whose blood is too thin, then it's definitely not advised at all. Okay. So cut. And cut it up. In favor of time, this is a little portion for now. Cut a little finer. As a side note, as for what I'm about to do with the water, you can also use lime juice or any fruit juice. But it's more about the moisturization, but sometimes, a person may be in a mood for a flavor. So really just a touch of water on the finger, according to how much herb you're working with. And pick it up, put it in the palm of your hand. In this case, mixing the the brown with the fresh to get a particular height. Right. Then you take that and how Ras Trevor used to tell her, you rub it, you rub it. But really, like you rub it into making a ball in the middle of your hand. And you rub, and it what it does is how should I explain it? Like, especially if you have like 2 different types of herb or more, then it more balances like the taste of each herb with the next one. See? So in this case, I'll make the ball a little bit bigger. Rub and rub. There's also an essence of familiarizing yourself with the herb on a cellular level, as well as the herb with you. Right, so you take that ball and you cut that up again. Fine as you need to, or not. Okay, so now that the herb is prepared, you can do it a second or third time according to how dry or not dry the herb is and how much moisture you need to give it an even burn, a smooth, even burn. Okay, so today we'll use one of Lion Dance mini chalice, young coconut. We throw the water in the top. So of course, as you throw the water in, we got a gauge to make sure it's enough and not too much. Okay, I could hear that it needed a little more water. Probably a very particular bubble, like a pot bubbling sound that it makes when the water is just enough. More like that. Sometimes a little bit come up in your mouth and so, but I just balance, Okay. So we have that. Then we're going to use a clay kochi. This one made by Bingi Yasha in St. Thomas. I pray that he makes more because there's not much one really upholding any level of culture like that in these times, Okay, so now I made a little ball just to keep it, called it gritty. You could use like a pebble, a rock. If you can't do any better, you can ball up a piece of foil. I wouldn't advise foil too much because it's very bad for the brain, especially when heated and stuff. But when I was a teenager, some of my friends used to make a little pipe from foil paper, bend it up and put the hash on the end and smoke it, Alright, so maybe stuff with kochi. Okay. Here we have it. Not quite full to the brim, but I try to get I try to go too far so we could stay on the earth and reason with the earthlings. A little issue with this one. This kochi is actually a little too big for this pipe. So actually what I'm going to do is transfer to a smaller kochi that fits. Between there. Yeah, this one actually broke, so I take a saw and cut it in half just to have a little kochi bowl, And sometimes, accordingly, you may take a little bit of dry herb and put on top to get it, to get it lit effectively. And there you have it, small kochi ready. Into the chalice and set it. So this is the point of connection where you go into your higher mind as much as possible, and connect with your spirit family, your guides, your elders, your goddesses and gods, and so on. So, and I give thanks and praise to the Most High. goddess and God.
Mystic Chalice smells sweeter than roses. This is my 3 months baby now. More ancient than Miriam, the mother of Moses.
So,
I got to bless up the tree now.
advisably, we
I got to bless up
would
the
have rather
tree
like
now.
use
Sing a song of love, my ganja baby.
something more natural to light it, but in favor of time and being here and not wanting to move, I'd rather use a lighter. Just put it right there. Light the chalice. Highly it's the last year. Outside, Rastafari.
After many years from far east to far west, making the whole world. Now them on top of physically up, medically, to them kill Peter, Tosh and Bob Marley. Mystic Chalice smells sweeter than roses. This is my 6-month baby now. So as I blow out the smoke from my nose, I got to bless up the tree now. I got to bless up the tree now. Sing a song of love, my ganja baby now. I got to bless up the tree now. If you don't know, humble yourself and you see now. If you see my baby,
In favor of not getting the tip wet, especially if you're sharing with others, it's best to make a formation of your fingers and a very small hole between your index finger and your thumb, and that is what will go over the pipe. That way you could also control exactly how much you want to pull in, and that helps with the hygienic level.
Mystic Chalice smells sweeter than roses. This is my 3 months baby now. More ancient than Miriam, the mother of Moses. I got to bless up the tree now. I got to bless up the tree now. Sing a song of love, my ganja baby now. I got to bless up the tree now. I don't wanna see no be injury now. One more thing I'd like to say. My ganja brother, marijuana sister, we will all soon be on our way. We must unite and stick with one another. Remember many years on the dragon belly with a very, very wicked pastor. It was the love of the herb that set Natty free from Babylonian and named up the other. Mystic Chalice smells sweeter than roses. This is my 3 months baby now. More ancient than Miriam, the mother of Moses. I got to bless up the tree now. I got to bless up the tree now. Sing a song of love, my ganja baby now. I got to bless up the tree now. If you don't know, humble yourself and you see now. I got to bless up the tree now. Sing a song of love, my ganja baby now. I got to bless up the tree now. If you don't know, humble yourself and you see now. So long they try to keep the Kali up down with definitions of Babylon. Around Solomon's temple it was far, and in Bengali Kali Baba. After many years from far east to far west, making the whole world do carry. Now them a top of the Kali up medically, to them kill Peter, Tosh and Bob Marley. Mystic Chalice smells sweeter than roses. This is my 6 months baby now. So as I blow out the smoke from my noses, I got to bless up the tree now. I got to bless up the tree now. Sing a song of love, my ganja baby now. I got to bless up the tree now. I don't wanna see no be injury now. I got to bless up the tree now. Sing a song of love, my ganja baby now. I got to bless up the tree now. Physically, mentally, spiritually now.